Hello everyone, this is Nikit, and in this video, I'm just going to share something which I've learned from my journey as being a setter. Just generally, just gonna say a setter. So currently, I'm working as a inbound, you could say inbound outbound setter for influencer. He has like 188k followers, and out. I handle all of the stuff inside his DMs, like all of this, all of the leads, basically just booking appointments for leads. I do warm outbound for him and all of the stuff. So I've been working with him from around a week, and he isn't like, I'm not actually his client. I'm a setter for another guy who has an agency, and that guy's client is that person. So I'm like interconnected through that way. But it's awesome. Okay, I really like working for both of those people. Really cool offers, right? So I've been working, and I don't have a lot of experience with setting. I'm still learning, right? So, like, I'm gonna tell you some numbers, okay? So, in the past 7 days, I've reached out to 665 people, and yeah, 253 responded, and there are crazy numbers, okay? I think I booked around 7, 8, I think 8, 9 calls in the last some days. I don't know, 7 or 8 calls, okay, and all of them were qualified. Maybe one or two were unqualified, we cancelled them, but it was crazy. So that ended up happening, leave it. So one thing which I have learned, okay, so I am like, the day that I logged into his account, that was my first time logging into a huge fucking account that has like 188,000 followers. Oh my god. So I logged in, and I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and like go through the scripts and everything, because the day that I logged in was just one day before their big launch that they were gonna do with their coaching offer. So I was supposed to be like handling everything with go high level and all that. Whatever, leave it. Okay, so on that day, I went through the scripts. I was like, oh, hold on, I don't know how to actually set it. And the guy that I was working with, hold on, I'm just gonna say his name. His name is Asfan. He's a cool as fuck agency owner. Okay, so Asfan told to me, you're gonna be fine, I trust you, and blah blah blah. And he gave me the scripts, he gave me the framework, whatever, why it works, etc., etc. And then I started to do it. I started to like put the reps in, messaging people, talking conversations and everything. And sometimes I was booking the calls, sometimes I wasn't booking the calls. So like the first day that I was with him, i I think we booked like, maybe we did one call or maybe didn't. But the main, and that day I remember just being like, fuck, like what are we doing wrong, what are we doing wrong? I didn't even know. The second day, I just asked him, "Hey, Asfan, what do you think? Like we are doing wrong?" And he said, "Could be multiple things. It could be just the outreach quality. So the people that we are DMing are not qualified enough. Could be just our outreach, our DM opener. So that is not good enough. Or could be just our script." So we know for a fact that our script was good, because Asfan's his mentor just like his mentor like went over the script, and they said, yeah, the script is pretty good. We also know that a DM opener was also good, because we were getting responses. Now that was a few days ago. Now, we currently have a different DM opener that is even more crazy. Like we just got like 50% response rate with this DM opener, which is nice. 50-60% response rate for warm outbound leads is a decent number. Anyways, uh, getting on to the main lesson which I learned. Okay, so a lot of conversations which I was having with people were just from my own mind. So I was like reading through this. I have the script open, but sometimes I was just typing it, like whatever that was coming into my mind, and hoping that the other person is going to answer this specific way, and the conversation is going to lead like this. And a lot of the times it wasn't happening like that. Like, and the whole flow of the conversation was just going somewhere else, and like I was losing the frame in the conversation, and they end up not meeting, and end up not booking the meeting. So it was just like, fuck, like what am I doing wrong, what am I doing wrong? So obviously Asfan, being him like cool as fuck, he was also side by side, like watching the conversations going, like he was on the Instagram, like he noticed that I'm not following the fucking script. And he is like, bro, why aren't you following the script? So I was like, yo, so some other guys DM'd, and I was like, bro, you talk with them, I'm gonna watch. And then he like literally started like DMing, and you won't believe it, he fucking copy pasted the script. I'm like, what the fuck? Like what the, like why? Because I thought like you were supposed to iterate it a little bit and blah blah, and that is true. But then I just realized this guy, Aswan, he literally put hours and hours into this script. The whole framework that he has developed to like just ask questions in a certain way or whatever it is to get responses and to end up like booking the meetings. Why am I not using that like to like why am I not using it from A to Z entirely? Right? So it's like fuck. Like I should use that, and from that point on I'm just exactly using fuck. Guys, charging is a bit low, but never mind. I'm using the exact framework which is which is used for appointment setting, which is like you ask this question and then you like this, they tell you the problem, then they this, then problem whatever it is crazy. So that was one realization which I had, which is frameworks and whatever frameworks and scripts and everything, they're built for a fucking reason. And like don't don't like just go ahead and do the reps, 200 300 DMs conversations, whatever you can have, just do those, and then you will know what works and what doesn't work, and then you can then iterate it. But if you haven't even done 100 conversations or 100 DMs, just shut up, and like you might want to just like keep doing the script, keep doing the conversation, because you could have just had a bad day. Like 2 days ago, I think, yeah, we don't have it right here. 2 days ago, I sent 115 outbound, and we got like I think we didn't got any booked meeting. Like we got one booked meeting by inbound lead, but no booked meetings from outbound. I'm like fuck, like I'm worried, and I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Like what the fuck is going on? And I DM'd Aswan the next day, and I was like, do you think we just had a bad day, or was it our DM opener? And he's like, could have could have been a bad day, but we don't know for sure. And the next day we did the same DM opener with like some here little tweaks and tweaks little bit, because that DM opener sounded a lot automated. So we did a little bit tweaks here and there, and the new DM opener that we have, really good. Now obviously we are still solving more problems with the business, with the appointment setting process, but it's just gonna get more simpler and simpler from this point on, which is cool. So this was one of the lessons which I learned from Asfand, and cool as hell. The second lesson or realization or insight, that whatever you could say, that I want to share with you is this. Okay, so when you guys actually go ahead and start with appointment setting or anything like that, inbound, in anything that requires you to do work and get a certain outcome. So what I've realized is, like, this certain outcome is a lot of the times that is not in our control. For example, with the setting, I can send 115 DMs. I can follow up with every single person that I've followed up, that I've DM'd in the last 3 4 days, every single person, and I still might not book a call. Like seriously, I could have the best script. I could have all of the things right in place, and I still might not book a call. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, so if I cannot like if I cannot book the call, then why am I actually why am I putting booking X amount of call as the goal? Because that is literally not in my hand. That is external goal that we can acquire, but like the things that are in my hand, the controllables, are literally just the inputs that I have to put in the system. So now I just approach it in a completely different way of, okay, we need to do 115 DMs no matter what. If we have done 115 warm outbound DMs, we are good. Okay, we need to after I've done 115 outbound DMs, sure, then we can actually go ahead and check, okay, how many conversations we got that day, and from that I can actually say, okay, this DM opener worked or this didn't work, we need to change something here. So that is in my control. That is the first thing, which like just putting in the inputs, just following up with people, that is in my control. And that I have defined it for me as a W. Like if I am doing the work, if I'm putting in the inputs, then nice. If I'm not putting in the inputs, I don't care if I like got a call booked or didn't got a call booked, because I like I didn't win, you could say. So people have this goal as, if I start earning $10,000 per month, I will be like, I will feel happy or whatever. But if you actually like aim for the $10,000 per month, you might like, you don't know, like that is not like that's not that much in your control. But the inputs that create the $10,000 outcome, that is in your control. So you might as well focus on the fucking inputs. So like this is like the mindset shift, you could say, whatever you should, which is just been helping me in this journey, and it's awesome. So just detaching from the outcome itself and just focusing on the work. Now I don't know, like these were just the two lessons which I've learned in the past couple of days. I'll try to upload more often, and just trying to teach, or just trying to like share some of the lessons which I've learned on this bit on the channel. Let me know how you guys are doing, and yeah, bye bye.